Still waiting for the, I don't know, like long fabled from anyone at all with Bubble Boy. And there's a reason I, right off the bat, like I'm very consistent with the crap and the lengths they go to. You've heard all this crap about me behind my back from this one or that one or that one. Occasionally they'll like break character, or they'll let like people for like one, like there was one half day even here at Bexley Park where I gotta say, like, the parents were nice. Hey, Mr. Tim. Well, I was like an army of 50 kids. Mr. Tim, they like coming up to me, hey, do you know how old my dad is? And I say, no, I'm not a psychic, I don't purport to be, I wouldn't know that. But it was more honest. There's other occasions where, I don't know, they occasionally, like, they all know who I am, okay, but other than that, nothing. They don't want to get in trouble. There's a scam here. So it's like sporadic. That's just one, for instance, but those ones would know like that for sure. They did that. I appreciated it. Cops hauled me away 2 days later. That was like November 1st. By the 3rd or 4th, I'm like out or something. Or late October. It was late October, I believe, was when that happened. But 23. But the point remains, I mean, enough people break, like they know who, but then like, you hear all this garbage behind my back because my life is just a spectacle of, like, catching people and, like, these ridiculous, especially family, with respect to ridiculous texts and, is I unhinged, he's not going to make it under them, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're nuts. I'm trying to tell them for their own good, that's not healthy once. I mean, they keep me isolated. It's not good to be alone with your thoughts and all for too long, but a person like me fully knows that, understands it, and is even complaining that some even try to like go reach out and can't, and then tell me that. And you people are nuts here on the meta, and they're making sure like people understand you don't go near them. But just once, I mean, not once. You've heard all this shit about me from like everyone else, but no one, not once, double dog dared once to ask to my face, hey, what do you say about this? They said all this. What do you have to say? Like, let's have it out. Even in private, but like face to face. Some do that, like up north. So that's why I'm glad I'm going home at least. But they don't do that. They know there's an ongoing scam, and they like to, maybe they'll play the music. They think I'm crazy, right? But I fully understand they're down by law and nuts for way too long. Absolutely nuts. They're just protecting a status quo scam. They do not wish to admit that for a long, long time, things have not been what they seemed. They built a wall, and then they built a higher wall. And we're still paying for the first wall. That's like when they should have mentioned that Two-Face was bad, right? Mr. Dent broke bad, but they didn't. And then these people come out of nowhere because Big Brother lied to us in the past, because that's what they do. But they can't lie their way out of this one. There's too many people with I know the mind virus. When they say the mind virus and they pretend it's like the woke mind virus, it's the trap shut ideology virus, and we all know it well. It's something with stormtroopers and Hail Hydra. And then they literally, you would think like they're your friends and family, like they care at all. They seem that way when you're growing up, but then they do not report. Some are dutifully trying to report them too, and they understand all about it. But over time, they like recruit more people to such an ideology where they just do not want to admit they're stealing everything, and they're loyal to a con and money. And when the smartphone internet stuff started a brewing, especially the smartphone one, but they already had all kinds of rigged, they're going to get, a penny off every dollar that goes, even before PayPal scams and things. But it's so far ridiculous. You're saying we can't even report that loved ones like threaten us verbatim and threaten our friends verbatim and say don't go anywhere near them or we'll attack you, and like shit like that verbatim for a long time, which was right out of the gate my point that I made on Facebook and then Twitter. So I can prove that. And yet I'm so nuts, right? I'm lucid enough, pal, but then like they don't It's not about that. It's not a popularity contest, even though they try to make it that. See, we have rights, and they don't like that. They like social credit score and keep your trap shut or else. But that's just not a good way to be after all this time with ongoing harassment and lack of communications working and all kinds of throw it in your face, exploit their 15 loan offers and no one else can call. But then my friend said, I called and left you a message. You didn't get it? No. What did you say? Etc., etc. Okay?